Hey, what's up, Wagwan? You good? All I have to say is nothing amazing comes from skipping school. Get some good memories. I ain't gonna lie. You have some good memories. But in the moment, like, I've skipped school. Like, my mom watching this right now, she's gonna be so shocked. Because I swear I don't think she even have an idea that I've ever skipped school. I hope she don't watch, but she watched most of my videos. I can say nothing, like looking back now, what all that I was skipping school for, I could have missed out on all that. Like, no joke. All that I skipped school and experienced and saw and dealt with, I could have lived the rest of my life not doing that. There wasn't anything amazing out there looking back. But in the moment, it's just like classes just seem boring, sitting there learning. It's the same thing every day, except when little fun things happen on the campus. High schoolers have little stuff going on, but when you skip school, more stuff go on. These are for the teeny boppers watching and being like, some of these stories sounds amazing, but now I'm looking back. Sometimes I'm looking back on what I did, and I'm just like, but I didn't even have to though. Why did I go through all that, all this hiding and sneaking and stressing and heart pounding? I guess just the adrenaline. That's probably just the adrenaline. But anyways, I'm done yapping. Let's kiki, no cap, just facts. Alright guys, so let me tell you about the first time. This was not the first time. I honestly don't remember my first time skipping. Like, I skipped school so much. Out of all the 3 high schools I went to, I skipped school in all 3 high schools. And when I'm talking this, I was so, like, I had no what should I say, no business. I started skipping school in the 8th grade. Anyways, this is a story time about how I skipped school for my first and only time. Not me skipping school to go to a river that wasn't even cute. No, why do Jamaican rivers look amazing until you... The rivers look like paradise until you get there. When you get there, you're like... the rain just fall. I don't know. Something always just... It doesn't... Everybody hype it up. But anyways, I'm not gonna even bash it because I went there more than once. So this was when I was going at my first high school. The one that I wasn't even at for very long, like the one that I was not compatible with at all. It was just a lot that went on at this high school. The more I tell you story times, you're gonna be like, yeah, it's best you up and go from that high school. Like, a lot. I have so many story times with this high school. It's because I was around what, between 14 and 15, 30, probably even 13. That's pretty bad. So it was like a regular school morning, devotion going on, teachers acting like they're scared of joy, and then you just have this one. He was alright. So should I give a backstory? So, like, I had 2 cousins at that high school. They actually just transferred there. I think they were in like the 10th grade. They are the 11th grade. I think they were actually in 11th grade. They just transferred to the school. This was like my first year at the school. So I think I was in the 7th grade when I started school. So I was 13. Anyway, so one person had the bright idea. I guess they had a bright idea at their group, and then they came and told us whatever. But someone had the bright idea. Hey, let's skip school today. Let's skip school. So, like, one I don't remember who, but one of the guys came and told us. You'll have to remember, this was over like 14 years ago, and anyway, so the news came to me, and I had like 3 friends at that school at the time, but I was only really close with one, and the other one were like, yeah, I had 3 friends. Okay, so 2 of them honestly they were pretty, you know, but one of them was so innocent. Anyway, so the innocent one stayed back and the other one stayed back. She was like she was like on the border of like, oh, I take my education and very seriously, and then sometimes she's like, I'm gonna see my boyfriend about coming to school today. But anywho, so I told my 3 friends, hey, do y'all wanna skip with me? And one of them was like, yep, I'm down, let's go, let's do it. The other one was like, I'm not sure. We're like, okay, if you're not sure, just stay. We can't deal with all of that right now. This is an adventure. So our entire group was forgot that we're children in uniform with parents, and we decided to skip school. So this was us going across the football field, the game field, whatever field they want to call it, the cricket field. It was literally so scary even. Like, let's be so for real. We have our backpack on in our uniform because we wear uniforms in Jamaica, and we're walking across the field first, and then we go behind the wall. I honestly don't want to tell you which high school this is because it's gonna be so it's gonna be too real, basically, too specific, because it's like probably even to this day, probably after the hurricane now, I don't know if that route probably is destroyed. Probably the entire school is destroyed. But yeah, so we go across the cricket field and then we go behind the wall, and then yeah, this is where all the bush and everything is just getting stick to your school shoes and your socks, and we're just like going through. I remember it was like the path was like very clean, so this was done very often, and I can say that because I've done it often afterwards. It was just a chills. Not the point of the story. So we were all walking through, me and my friend. Oh my gosh, I need to name this friend. Like, I don't want to call her light bulb. It was like I know I only have one. I have one crazy story time about her, but she's still like, I can say these friends that I got at this first high school, they weren't like the bestest of friends, but they never did anything to cross me. So we never fell out. We just grew apart. So I literally don't want to give her. I was gonna call her a light bulb, but I don't even want to give her that name. You know, I was gonna call her fast. She was fast, but she wasn't like any more fast than me or the other friends. So I'm gonna call her fast, but she wasn't really that fast. I'm just calling her that because I will remember that. That's the main reason why I'm calling her that. So yeah, we were both chatting and walking through, or going on our little adventure. So we're walking. We actually probably walked you know, you have to walk too far enough, I guess, because some of them had a little boom box and they want to, yeah, I'll get there to what they want going on. So we walked a little bit to a river. So we're walking. We probably walk for a good like 10, 15, probably even 20 minutes, like no joke. We walk for a little bit, probably even 25 minutes. So we walk for a little bit. We got there to the mud and river infested spot. Mud and mosquito. I didn't say river infested, mud and mosquito infested spot. We reached to sometimes it's like, thinking back on this, my power comes out. But we get to the riverbank and we call it Riverside. So we get to the riverbank and it's like this whole illegal party, like no joke, whole illegal party out here. Everybody just like people rolling up. Remember, we are between 13, well, we have older kids, gentlemen and gentlewomen there. So, but between 13, and I don't think you have 12-year-olds that go to high school in Jamaica, or high school years are like different from the US, I realize. But anyways, so probably if we're between 12 to say 17-year-olds are here and rolling up. People have champagne that they probably stole from their parents. It's a young kid's so-called heaven. Not really. It's, looking back on it, it's not heaven, but it was heaven at the moment. So everybody getting lit. I had my little cup, having my little drink. Honestly, we didn't really have, you have to remember, this is still Jamaica, so we don't have like a lot of, we are literally teeny boppers. We're literally kids. So we did not have like, say, everybody have like your flask, your cup full the entire time. No, it was like I had a drink and I basically sipped on that drink for the next 2 or 3 hours that we were there. Reason why we're there for 2 to 3 hours, you'll find out very soon. Cause we were planning to skip all day. But things went down. So music playing, night vibes, music. Every single Jamaican young man have or had, probably still have, because I think music is just a thing in Jamaica. Everybody have their own little boombox. It's like I don't have a little boombox. I have a nice little speaker right now, but and it's like to grab and go and plug it in not plug it in, but turn it on anywhere. It's just a thing where you just have to have your little boombox. So they had their little boombox going. All these little teenage boys acting like they're little DJs out here with their little boomboxes. We're out there dancing. We're having a blast. People jumping in the water. Splash, splash, jumping in the water. People are jumping at the water. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't gonna get in that water. I was not going to. I just stood there, me and my friend in our uniform. Not everyone was going in the water. A lot of people didn't. Say like 30-40% of people weren't going in the water. So majority was in the water, but I remember I wasn't planning to skip today. Majority of these people are in gangs. I don't know if I can say that word on here. So majority of people up there, they probably skip school. Probably like 70% of the time. School probably don't even see them at devotion, because I didn't see half these people at the devotion. So they just came to school and just went there. It's just the truth. Because let's be honest, it's easier to just not go to school at all than having to go in, then having to leave. Cause it was very scary leaving. It was like I made it seem like, oh, we were like ducking and crawling, walking uphill, down a little hill. If you're going to the river in Jamaica, there's gonna be a hill. So like, yeah, it wasn't just we just walk across a field and go behind the wall. It was a lot. It was a lot. We went to the back of the school. First we snuck through the gate. We go to the back of the school. We ducked underneath windows. Yeah, it was a lot. But yeah, people jumping in the water, acting like they're at baptism, splash, splash here and there. Not me. I was just standing there in my uniform, me and my friend having a little drink, having a little talk, enjoying the vibe. The vibe was nice. The vibe was nice. Broad daylight, out in the bushes with mosquitoes and mud. And a muddy river. Yeah. Well, it wasn't that muddy, I ain't gonna lie. The river wasn't that muddy, but it wasn't its best day. And I know that now from going afterwards. That was not its best day, but some days it was like very nice. It wasn't like, oh, the best river in the world, but it was like a cool river to go sit by and skip school. The reason why I mentioned my cousins, they were there, of course. Everybody treats me like little sis. I am their little sis when my cousins are around. But when my cousins are not around, I am Beyonce and they want a chance. Everybody wants a chance. Well, honestly, I wouldn't say everybody. Probably like, some of them really treat me like little sis. Like, they're like, yeah, and they with underage girl. Like, some of them, like, actually didn't. So probably like, say 2 to 3 of them, actually. Like, majority wasn't really hitting on me. I'm not gonna act like I was like, everybody wanted a piece. No. That was the crap now, but not everybody. Anyways, somebody was there's just 1 and 2 that like will eye me and stuff. They don't say anything, and my cousins are there eyeing me like, sir, relax. Like, we just skipped math class. This is not a date. This is definitely not a date. So honestly, we were there for a little bit, probably like an hour. One of my cousins over there getting higher than an electric bill and looking at the leaves and sniffing the grass and just appreciating nature out of nowhere. Nature is the best thing in the world, and he doesn't want to rob somebody today. Yes, this is the best thing ever. Like, literally was zoned the hell out. He was gone. I think that's the first time I ever seen him like that high. Like, he was like, I don't even know what words I can say on here, but yeah, he was just there like slow, like I've only been high once in my entire life. I probably got contact high otherwise, but that's another story time for another time. But yeah, my first and last time ever having weed. Can I say? Having. I don't know if I can say the word. Tree. Yeah. Tree cookie. And I had like a quarter first, and then I went ahead and had a whole half because the quarter wasn't kicking in. I need to write that story down and time down. Anyways, yeah, so one of my cousins getting gone. Literally, he was just there like, yeah, he was gone. It was very creepy. It was very weird. And then my other cousin, there was like an unfinished building close by that we walked past. It wasn't like directly in the path, but like off the path a little bit, the beaten path. And yeah, he decided him and a girl was gonna have a conversation in the building. Yeah, they were having a they're probably gone for like, honestly, they weren't even gone that long. I never put that into perspective, but yeah, they were probably gone for like a good 10-15 minutes, probably even less than that. Like, I really cannot remember brief, like, little specific details from back then. But yeah, but it's pretty funny though. Like, why an unfinished building, my dude? Why an abandoned building? Like, Jamaicans have always found like the nicest, the most creative, ways to do their thing. Like, why not under a tree? Why not under a rock? Like you're like, yes. I don't know what I'm saying. As you may guess, both my cousins are gone. One is gone, and one actually probably gonna be gone. I'm joking. But one is off, having a conversation, a very deep conversation. And it was so his friends took the opportunity to one of his friends took the opportunity to come and have a conversation with me, a conversation that I didn't even, if I'm being completely honest, I wasn't attracted to any of them. Like, some of them were good looking dudes, I ain't even gonna lie, but I don't know, I've never really been, which is kind of funny, being like crazy attracted to like fully men, you know what I'm saying? I don't really love the like, I'm bad, I'm the crap around here type. I've never really been interested in people like that. Like, like, I've dated somebody, okay, when we'll get to so many backstories I can give y'all, but we have to take it one at a time, right? We'll take it one at a time. But anywho, he came over, actually made like very good conversation. He was like saying, hey, you're so quiet, like you don't have anything you want to say, you're so quiet, blah blah blah. And I'm sorry, I wasn't quiet, I was talking to my friend, and it was like, my friend, we talked to, there were other girls that, like, when I say there's a lot of people there, like, it feel like it was like half the school was there, but it wasn't. But like, you're in a little smallish area, and it's like, it's not packed like people bumping shoulders, but it was like, it was a lot of people there, like a lot of people. Just not expected for my first time going. Didn't expect to see that many people. I thought it was just the group that we're going with. But anywho, so my other friend, she's pretty friendly. I'm a friendly person, but like, I don't like small talk. I definitely do not like small talk. I will, if somebody message me, hey, like, do not message me, hey. Say what you're saying. Like, if you message me, hey, I honestly might not answer, or I leave you on unread for a very, very long time. I don't know. If you're messaging me and you want me to answer, say what you're saying. Get to the point. Hey, can I borrow this? Hey, do you have this? Hey, have you ever heard from this? Hey, have you seen? Just tell me what's up. Like, seriously. Why did I go on that rant? Yeah, so my friend, she's a lot more friendly with a lot of the other girlies around here. I know them. I have nothing with them. We'll talk, we'll say hi, but I've never just been a extremely friendly person. Like, I'm nice, I'm gonna compliment you down. I love to give a girl compliments. I feel like I need to give a compliment at least once a day. Like, I love giving compliments. So, like, I wouldn't say I feel like I'm low-key introverted, but I am extrovert. Like, if people meet me, they'll say I'm an extrovert, but like, I have this, and I think most people are like this. You just have this meter that runs out. I have the meter that when it runs out, like, get away from me. Like, even right now, this is my meter being high. I can talk, I can yap, I can have fun, I can kiki. For the rest of the day, probably I'll give my husband some trouble for the rest of the day. But like, as far as out in a setting, I have my people that I can king all day. Not even all day. I still go in on my bubble. So I just love my room. I love my own space. I want to be out with you, but when it's time to leave, I want to leave. I want to leave right now. My meter is done. I don't want to I cannot pretend. I can't force it, and I just want to leave. Please allow me to leave. I have nothing against you. I just don't want to talk right now. I just want to sit here and take it in. I'll just sit there. I go out all the time and I just sit in silence, like. And when I tell you, I genuinely don't care about certain things. I don't like, if it's not gonna affect me in the next 10 years, I don't give a crap about it. That's just me. I just don't care. Respectfully. Where was I? Give me a second. But yeah, he was like, yeah, you look nice, blah blah blah. Like, he was like, oh, you're quiet, you're so quiet, blah blah blah, but you look nice today. But like, sir, I'm in my uniform. How nice can I look beside mud and a bunch of mosquitoes? Like, let's be, how nice can I really look out here? The wind in my hair. I used to wear a lot of braids, so like, it wouldn't blow up my hair. But when I say braids, I mean actual braids with my natural hair, because in Jamaica you can't wear like braids. But and it was, the conversation was good. He was just saying hi. We were just having small talk about school, about myself. He really wasn't getting like any perverted conversation. I wasn't trying to do anything weird with me. He actually asked me if I wanted to smoke too, but I was like, nah, I'm good, because I have never ever put something to my mouth in my entire life. It's just something that I just find unattractive, even in men. I actually do not like it when men smoke. So maybe that's why also I've never really been with a guy that is, like a, you know what I'm saying? But I have been with guys that do, but it's out, and they don't do it around me. I've only had one do it around me, and when I tell you, it's just like the most turn off to me. I don't know why, but I just do not like it. I just don't like it. So just don't do it. I've never liked the smell of smoke either, so yeah, wasn't my thing. But anyways, he offered that. I was like, nah, I'm good. He's like, oh, you don't smell? I'm like, nah. He's like, okay, that's cool, blah blah blah. And the conversation was like a high talk, so like, he's like very slow and laid back. They act, if you're from Jamaica, they act all cool. And then he's there getting a little bit too comfortable, we start leaning in closer, talking. So maybe if he got prolonged for a longer time, you know what I'm saying, he would have gotten a little bit more, but he was cool for the time being. I guess he got a little bit too close, so like, and my cousin's instincts start tickling him. So after a while, I look over and I see my cousin standing there. Like, my heart, because I know how he gets, so my heart dropped. I'm like, I'm not in trouble. He never gets on to me. I am not in trouble, but I just know his face did not look right. He was screwing. He was standing over there like I don't even know how to make the face. Was like no, it wasn't screwing, but it was like, I don't know how to make the face, but I can see it in my head, but I can't make it, like face twitching at all. So he was over there like, everything twitching, friend, everything twitching. But yeah, that's literally when the movie began. Everything was amazing, and then this honestly ruined everything. For me, I don't know if the party kept going after this, but yeah, he barged over there. I don't know if the guy's friend didn't notice what was up, that he didn't see him or whatever, but he came over there and he chucked him, pushed him, and he staggered a little bit, and he was like, my cousin was like, why are the boy? Like, what are you doing, boy? Like, move from beside my cousin. And everything just like, everybody, like, it feel like everything just paused. It just, maybe it was just me, but you feel like, but a lot of people was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if everything, it paused. Everybody was looking. It felt like the river stopped. The birds stopped chirping. And probably even in my mind, even the little boombox, the speaker, start chipping in and out. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, literally, it felt like everything, in my mind, it felt like everything stopped. It's like... Well, yeah, like everything was like, everybody was like staring. It just felt like everything just got silent. Everything just like... But yeah, my cousin chucked him, my cousin pushed him, everything goes silent. He froze. My cousin like, what are you doing, blah blah blah. And the guy was like, hey, you didn't even like that, or whatever it said, or boy, me no want, or he whatever he said. Like, and my cousin was like, it better not be like that, or it better not be like that, or whatever I said. But he said something along the lines of like, it better not be, or something like that. Like, what I'm telling you, like, just like secondhand embarrassment, low-key. Because like, it just feel like the vibe got ruined because of me. But as I said, my vibe got ruined. I know him and his friend was still cool after that. So, but everything just felt like everybody get back to normal, play the music. Music didn't stop, but it just felt like everything was just in my mind, like everybody was just staring at it. It just felt weird. My vibe was just, the vibe ruined, everything finished, gone. Like, it's just, I was literally ready to go back to class. Yes, I named my friend. What did I name her again? Oh my gosh, Fast. Oh, Fast was, I looked at Fast and I was like, you ready? And she was like, yeah. Because that ain't gonna lie, I don't know how to explain it. I think I explained it pretty well, how the vibe was gone, but it just felt awkward now. Like, oh, nobody don't mess with her, blah blah blah. But yeah, me and Fast, we decided to jog back to the school and just go back to classes like nothing happened. So we did y'all hear that? People drove by. That wasn't that loud. But me and Fast decided to go back to class, so we just went on our adventure down the hill, up the valleys, up the hill, down the valleys. That's so funny. And we just appeared back in class. Like, our first two sessions or three were done by this. Like, when we went back, it wasn't just like slip into class, because if you get to class it's too late too, they're gonna ask where were you. So like, when we got back, it was right close to like switch off to the other class. So we just stood on the corridor there, about chat a little bit. It was time to go. We saw the teacher lead the class, so we just went in, we sat, like nothing happened. Well, yeah, but normal day. For the rest of the class, my hair smelled like river, my shoes had mud and grass, and my uniform smelled like tree. But yeah, went back to class and it was a normal class. We went for lunch, ate. Honestly, we never spoke about it again. Well, I think we told our other two friends what happened while we came back. But it, like, when I'm telling the story, I didn't get the details like what we did now. But yeah, my cousin, well, I'm not gonna name him now, got pushed his friend because he was talking to me, and we just said to come back to class. Didn't get any details, so they didn't really think anything of it. We were just like, yeah, pretty embarrassing. But yeah, guys, that's it. This is the time I skipped class for the first and last time. I almost caused a fight, didn't even get to touch the river, got bit by mosquitoes, my shoes got muddy, and I still ended up having to learn for the rest of the day. Yeah, sounds fun, but it really wasn't. Like, I was sweaty Jamaica is hot, sweaty walking, and icky and humid and mosquitoes, and I need to get a better chair. But yeah, if y'all enjoy this story, please go ahead and give me a thumbs. I'm sorry. But yeah, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up, thumbs. Listen, y'all are gonna realize that I say certain things. I say Tom. Give me a big finger up. But anyways, give me a thumbs up, give me a comment, give me a like. They're doing this hype thing. I don't know if you're gonna give me a hype. That would be amazing. Like, I would really appreciate that. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. Love you. Bye.